Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
Welcome to the Philly EDC Holster Clinic, where Kydex craftsmen from across America and beyond are sending in their holsters for us to give them our honest feedback about what could be better, what could be improved, and what they're doing right.
What's up? Welcome to episode 9 of the Holster Clinic. Before I get started, somebody felt like they just had to be in the video, even though I told them they were interrupting what we were working on. So that's for you, Matt Kiefer. I hope you're happy, and you're not as good looking as you think you are. All right. Anyway, today we've got a little bit of a new thing here. This gentleman makes entirely knife sheaths. Garret Williams. His program is to buy knives with which he is dissatisfied in regards to the factory sheath, and then resell them as a knife and sheath package. And today we're going to talk about the sheath he sent us for this little, how do you pronounce that? EC knives?
Essie.
Essie knives?
So, no.
You know what I have a problem with? I have a problem with companies whose name you can't pronounce correctly. I don't know why people do that stuff. At any rate, so we don't need to talk about the knife. Everybody knows that they make good knives. Let's talk about the sheath. There are a couple things that I'd like to address with the sheath. First of all, the retention is totally fine. Like I've said in the past, I always like having clearance here for you to get all the way up under the grip. That's just something that we're a stickler for. A couple little things. The sheath, for this application, the sheath doesn't need to be 93 thousandths. I don't think you really gain anything from it, and I don't think that it's really going to see the level of abuse that 80 thousandths can't withstand. Second of all, I can see that you're going for a matte finish edge here, but I think, can you zoom in on that and see? You might have to spend a little bit more time with the sanding, or sand in more than just one direction, because if you sand in one direction, then all of the marks go in that direction. So if you want like a really perfect matte finish, you might have to sand in more than one direction. Additionally, I think this would benefit from some black hardware, considering that you've got like now oh yeah, what's up? So you've got like a three-way contrasting thing going on. These could be, Index has colored hardware that you can use. You could get like a Coyote set of screws from them and use that, especially if you're interested in having a matching system here. And additionally, let's look at this from the top down. Now this clip on the back is good. I think you've made a good choice with this clip. I was trying it, it didn't come off my belt, and that's very successful. However, what I would take into consideration is being a little bit more deliberate in regards to the sheath shape. Because what you can see here is it looks like you kind of just like went for it and didn't take into consideration that you would no longer be eclipsing the remainder of this clip. So that's kind of like, strikes me as like a little bit of an oversight. I think the shape of the sheath could be a little bit more deliberate. It looks kind of, while it's entirely functional, I get the impression that you folded it over and put a couple rivets in it. Like it could feature more deliberate design. Like, does it really mimic the shape of the blade? Well, like the belly of the sheath is different from the belly of the blade. It kind of, it's functional. It's entirely functional in what you want it to do. But I think if you're going to put it out there like you're selling, your sheath solution for this knife, I think it needs to be a little bit more than, just a kind of like folded over piece of Kydex that's shaped smoothly. You can, obviously maintain the smooth shape, but I think it should do a little bit more justice to the design of the knife, in terms of complementing the knife design, and in terms of making sure that you're keeping it tidy such that you can totally eclipse the mounting hardware in like a tasteful and consistent way, as well as kind of take a little inspiration from the design of the knife and go with that. But aside from that, I mean, in terms of function, yeah, it does what you want it to do. I don't think you're going to have an issue with either the sheath or the clip breaking. Even if you go down to an 80 thousandths, because the 80 thousandths is going to give you plenty of strength for an application like this. And then additionally, you're going to get a little bit more definition in regards to the details of the knife. And then, given that you're accomplishing a little greater definition with the details of the knife, you can sort of incorporate that into the overall design scheme of the sheath. And I think it'll be a winner. And I think the idea that you're trying to do is good. I mean, like, that's kind of, you know, we're at a place where we're doing something similar in regards to coming out with a new standard sheath for a particular knife. We're not selling them simultaneously, though, because that's a little bit more than we'd like to get into. But I think in terms of your goals, I think that'll work really well. But yeah, I would just take that into consideration. Be a little bit more design-minded in terms of the sheath if you want it to be something remarkable that replaces the factory sheath. And that's about it, man. Good luck with this project.